Hello gamers, welcome back to Fallout 3. Okay, in our last episode we have escorted the survivors from Project Purity here to the Citadel, the Brotherhood of Steel stronghold, or the headquarters in the wasteland, and we kinda escaped from the Enclave because they have invaded our project. Yeah, our project, well, the Jefferson Memorial, and in all the commotion, our father has sacrificed his life to save us, so we could have the opportunity to escape them. You know, the Enclave, that is. Okay, so we're here now. We're gonna investigate this whole new area, which is, I think, it's kind of big, you know. So we'll go and talk with the people here. Okay, this is the Brotherhood of Steel. Initiate. Do you talk?
Away.
No.
You're gonna get me chewed out.
Okay. I'm not gonna mess with you.
Go away.
Yep.
You're gonna get me chewed
I mean, you have amazingly similar voices, you know. Oh, what are they fighting here? Shut up.
What? Huh? I'm sorry. I'm just an initiate.
They're fighting. Oh man. Well, okay, that was my fault.
Go away.
That was my fault. Come on, guy. Can we talk with these guys?
Go away! You're gonna get me chewed out.
So they're all
Go
initiates?
away. You're going to get me chewed out.
I don't think that Paladin Gunny would be very happy if he saw me talking to an outsider.
Yeah, great. Listen to your orders, gentlemen and lady. It is the Gunny. Hey,
Okay.
Gunny.
Initiate, you've got a lot of nerve to interrupt. Oh, my apologies, stranger. I thought you were one of these worthless initiates. I swear these kids would be lost without me here to powder their asses.
Oh, I find a Brotherhood holotack. What should I do with it?
Talk to Scribe Jameson. She's our keeper of the scrolls. She'll want to know what you found.
Where can I find Scribe Jameson?
She spends most of her time in the archives. You'll find them in A-Ring, near the Great Hall.
So did that scribe get her name because of the whiskey?
Glad to be of help.
What do you do here?
I am charged with the duty of turning these maggots into Brothers of Steel. With the threat of the Enclave, they're likely going to be pressed into service before they've taken the oath. So I've got a lot of work to do.
So, any thoughts on the Enclave?
Killing unarmed civilians makes me sick. Come over here. Try fighting someone who shoots back. Fucking cowards.
Yeah, I get you, man. If you just know what they did to my dad, man. Care to share anything about the super mutants?
Why do you think I ride these initiates so hard? I make training hell, so fighting those uglies won't be.
Okay, I have to go now.
Damn initiates.
Damn initiates. Well, that if I was, you know, kinda experienced, you know, veteran from the Wastes or whatever, you know, I would also think the same. I mean, probably all these initiates, they wanna be Brotherhoods or Brothers of Steel so bad, or Sisters of Steel, whatever, you know, and they're just, you know, too reckless or too green, you know, to understand anything probably about fighting. Okay, what do we have up here? Let me check.
Hail. Welcome to the Citadel, friend of Steel.
No problem. Thank you, man. You're the first one who is so polite to me. Okay, who else is new here? Is this Gunny? Yeah, this is Gunny again. These guys?
Foul super mutant, thine end is at hand. Yield that I may ease thine suffering.
What are you doing?
I've been practicing. Come on, we're a knightly order, right? I figure we should speak the part. I want to sound like Elder Lion. Elder Lion does not sound like that. You're an idiot. Fine, I'll practice on someone else. Thanks for nothing. Oh, anytime.
Okay, I must say, you know, this is I think the Brotherhood of Steel is actually like a homage to the Space Marines, right? I mean, this is kind of a part of an evidence because Space Marines talk like that.
Welcome to the Citadel. Just remember, you're a guest in our home. I expect you to behave yourself.
They speak like in Gothic, if you know that
Hey,
things
I hear
like that
Enclave
exist.
Soldiers are equipped with plasma weapons. Lucky bastards.
Well, we just kill them and take them off their bodies. Don't worry about it. You're gonna get one. I have plenty. Okay, anyone else here? Up here, anything new? Or probably just another... Maybe just another vantage point. But maybe there's some ammo cases. No, there aren't. There aren't any ammo cases. Well, from the looks of it, I think that we actually talked with everybody. Okay, what's up here? Let's check our map. A-ring, wasteland. What's here? The door? Oh, just some bunks. Okay, what do we have here? Empty soda bottle. Nothing, nothing. Oh, come on. There should at least be something here. Some ammo or something. Man, this sucks. Okay, let's go here. We need to investigate a lot. It's kind of huge area. Scrap metal, great, great. So it is not considered stealing. That's great. What do we have here? Let's take one steam gauge assembly. With the Elder Alliance, great. Okay, what's our next quest? Head of state, none of this rule. Picking up the scribe Rothschild. Okay. Okay. I think actually that's scribe Rothschild. What are they talking about?
Between victory or defeat against the Enclave.
Oh, very well. Now, please, a giant robot to fix, hmm?
Let's talk with the Alliance.
Side.
You have my condolences. Your father was a good man.
Thank you. I'm not sure what to do now that he's gone.
The most we can do is carry on his spirit. Live as he would have. Make our world a better place.
You have weird eyebrows, man. You're glitching out. What do you know about the Enclave?
More than anyone else, I dare say. Certainly enough to know they're the greatest threat the capital wasteland has ever faced. The Brotherhood of Steel has encountered the Enclave before, you see. Over 30 years ago, back in California. Then they were led by a President Richardson. Now we've got this Eden to contend with. It matters not now. As before, they seek to control and destroy. All in the guise of restoring order. Your father, I fear, was just the beginning.
So the President Richardson and Enclave, I think that he's referring to Fallout 2. Okay, I'd like to know more about the Brotherhood of Steel.
The Brotherhood is an old organization going back to the years just after the war. We are but a part of it. What would you like to know?
Okay, if you're just a part of the Brotherhood, where's the rest of it?
The Brotherhood began on the West Coast. It exists there still. We were dispatched to this location many years ago. In truth, the Brotherhood of Steel has been struggling for years, both here and back home. Honor, truth, courage. These virtues seem to have little meaning in these troubled times, I'm afraid.
Well, that's understandable, you know, when people fight for survival or just, you know, like a regular drinking water, these words mean little, you know. I mean, even if you take out the raiders out of the equation, you know, even if you have a family, you know, who is starving, I mean, what does honor mean to you actually? What? I mean, you need to provide for them, right? Or they will die, obviously. Okay, why are you here in the capital wasteland?
Ah, no. That's the real question, isn't it? Our orders were, and are, to acquire any and all advanced technology. And we have, to the best of our abilities. But when I realized the extent of the super mutant threat, I felt it was my responsibility to aid the people in their struggle against them. Unfortunately, my superiors back west disagree with my assessment of the situation. They feel I've grown too attached to the local populace. And they're right. In any event, the Enclave's arrival changes everything.
How long have you been here?
It's been over 20 years since we arrived, and we've been struggling to contain and eradicate the super mutants for nearly as long. With the arrival of the Enclave, I have a terrible feeling the super mutants are the least of our worries.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
So be it.
I mean, he could provide more information about Brotherhood of Steel, right? I'd like to know more about but we just asked
What
him.
more did you want to know?
Well, there's nothing new.
So be it.
Sometimes the game does that with the dialogue. Anything you can tell me about the super mutants?
Would you believe no?
Really?
It's pathetic, really. Considering we've been fighting those abominations for nearly 20 years.
I mean, you said it. It is pathetic,
In all
man.
that time, all we've managed to do is to contain the threat, hold them back so they don't overrun every blasted settlement out here. But we don't really know anything. Where they're from, why they've infested the DC ruins. And now here we are, holed up in our Citadel. Low on resources, low on troops. It's enough to make an old man so...
No, come on.
tired.
Cry me a river, man. Come on, don't be like that, you know. I mean, and that's bullshit. I mean, you should know something. There were like 2 games before this with super mutants, and you don't know anything. That's bullshit. So what's the deal with the robot?
Ah, yes.
With Voltron?
Everyone asks about the robot. Hard not to, I admit. His name is Liberty Prime. Very patriotic. Built by a very proud nation during a very desperate time. We've had about as much success getting him working as they did. You should speak with Scribe Rothschild. He can tell you more.
Okay, I have to go now.
Hail.
It is in the Citadel. May I start by saying that I am sorry for your loss. I was acquainted with your father many years ago. The world has lost one of its few remaining visionaries.
Thanks for your sympathy. Okay, how did you know my father? I want to ask both, but first let's thank him for the sympathy.
Think nothing of it. Now, Dr. Lee has explained your predicament. You need to locate some Vault Tech equipment.
My father was looking for something called GEC. Do you have one?
A GEC? Goodness no, certainly not. I must say that there are some who doubt such a device really exists, let alone works. If, however, you share your father's determination, I may be able to assist you in locating one.
Well, you know, I mean, I think in Fallout 2 there's like a town that was built with a GEC device, right? You know, so you should have it in your annals, you know, that written. I mean, you are like hoarding up the technology and information, so you've done a bad job. So, you know how to find one?
Possibly. I'm afraid I won't be able to assist you directly. The news Dr. Lee has brought will require me to be elsewhere. I can, however, give you access to an old pre-war computer from Vault Tech. It may have the information you need.
You'll find the terminal in the archives in the A-Ring.
Hey, why did you change your voice, man? You're weird. Ah, Rothschild. Thanks for the help.
You are welcome. If you require further assistance, I may be able to help.
Okay, how did you know my father, man?
I'm afraid I have other duties to attend to right now. If you find the computer to be helpful, there may be more I can offer.
Okay, I'd like to know more about the Brotherhood of Steel.
I'm afraid you're asking the wrong person.
What? Why are you the wrong person to ask?
Predominantly because the Elder won't like some of what I have to say. But fine, I'll discuss it. What do you want?
Oh, he's sympathetic to the outcast, right? Why are you here in the capital wasteland?
Well, that depends on who you ask. Lions will tell you it's because we're protecting the poor, innocent people of the capital wasteland. Most others here will tell you the same thing. They'll do anything for that man.
Well, because he has some ideals, right? That they can look up to, you know. Because, you know, I don't know, life is more than technology. Well, I'm asking you, why are you here? Spit it out.
I'm here for two reasons. One, Lyons needs me. He always has, just as much as I need him. We've been through a lot together, he and I. Two, take a look around you. Access to this kind of technology and the benefits it could provide to the Brotherhood is immeasurable.
Okay. I'd like to know more about the Brotherhood of Steel.
What do you want to know?
How long have you been here?
We arrived here in '55, established ourselves in the Citadel within the first few months. The Elder has kept us busy since then.
Care to share anything about the super mutants?
Not really.
Oh man. I mean, everyone acts like they don't know who are they, you know, they have been, you know, here for 20 years or even more, but nobody knows anything about them. Are you in charge of the robot?
I am, and have been since we first found him well over 20 years ago. Liberty Prime is the designation we found on file for him. Magnificent, don't you think? At least he will be once all systems are operational. It's the energy consumption. Something that big with such advanced weapon systems. We just don't have the means to power it. Not yet.
Do you think you could repair my equipment?
Could I? Yes. Will I? No. Go see Peabody or Bodie.
Well, I actually respect that. He's probably very busy. Who built Liberty Prime? Or better yet, why?
It was developed as a super weapon back in the days before the war. The first joint operation between Robco and General Atomics International. Apparently, he was meant to help liberate Alaska from the Chinese, but was never completed. They were forced to go in without him. They won, but suffered heavy losses. If we can get him up and running, well, I think you get the idea.
Okay. I mean, I cannot ask him anything about my father, so I knew it. I missed my opportunity just to ask him about my father. Great, okay. I have to go now, Rothschild.
And so you go.
Okay. So let's see, what are we gonna do next? The Lions is there. Can we ask Lions? I mean, I think Lions...
Ah, it's good to see you again.
Well, thank you, man. Lions needs to give us, like,
Hail.
Hail.
He needs to give us... Who is this? Bowbridge.
Oh, yes, hello, I've heard about you. We don't get many strangers here in the Citadel, especially those who walk about unescorted. I am Scribe Bowditch. If you require something, simply ask.
Okay. As I was saying, the Elder Alliance needs to give us a permission to train within Citadel, but it seems that we first need to go to their quartermaster, and then he will tell us no, and tell us that we need to ask the Elder Alliance, then go back to Elder Alliance, and yeah, then yada yada yada, you know. Okay. So, Scribe Bowditch, what do you scribes do?
Why, a great many things. There are 3 orders within the scribes, you see, each dedicated to a different field of study.
Okay, could you name the orders?
Of course. There's the Order of the Sword, Order of the Shield, and Order of the Quill. The Order of the Sword develops and maintains the Brotherhood's weapons. The Order of the Shield does the same for our power armor and defenses. The Order of the Quill is responsible for recovering and preserving knowledge, ancient and otherwise.
Okay, which orders do you serve, Squire Bowditch?
I am Proctor of the Order of the Shield. I oversee the others in my order and make sure our defenses are up to snuff. Do you know how long it took to fortify these ruins? From the husk of the Pentagon, I carved a grand citadel. No easy task, my friend.
Oh,
But
the
that was
Citadel is the
yesterday, when all we had
Pentagon.
to worry about was those damn super mutants. The Enclave. Now, that's a different problem altogether.
Oh, so this was Pentagon. I didn't know that. Okay, maybe I read something about it, but it went over my head probably. Okay. So what do we have? A scribe. Wait. Okay, we have scribe of the quill, scribe of the shield, and
Of course.
and
There's
the
order of the sword, order of the shield, and
order of the sword.
The
Okay.
order of the sword develops and maintains the Brotherhood's weapons.
Yeah. Okay.
Certainly.
Sword, shield, and quill. Okay. So any thoughts on the Enclave?
They're sporting some pretty impressive power armor, I'll give them that. The advanced Mark II. But that's all right. With a few modifications, our own armor will more than handle anything they throw at it.
Okay. Care to share anything about the super mutants?
They're relentless, like nothing I've ever seen before. I honestly think they see our brothers in power armor as some kind of canned meal. Some of the pieces we've had brought back, men and women ripped in half, some pulled through their armor. Just horrible.
Yeah, they're pretty big guys, right? Could you repair my equipment?
I suppose that I can. The Brotherhood can make use of wasteland currency to trade.
Oh, okay, so he will trade with me? Okay, well, it's not trading, but you know. Can you tell me more about the Brotherhood of Steel?
Oh, yes, I can. In fact, I suspect I could write several texts on the various details of the Brotherhood. But I suspect you're in a hurry, so what particulars would you like to know?
What are the central beliefs of the Brotherhood?
I'm afraid the answer to that is a lot more nuanced than others might suggest. Brotherhood members are sworn to acquire and protect technology of the past, but not everyone interprets these oaths in the same way. Elder Lyons sees these duties as part of a larger dedication to protect the innocent. Some, like the outcasts, disagree with these priorities.
Okay, so yes, the priorities changed. They changed because in particular this how would I say chapter, let's say chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel. Well, the Elder Lyons kinda had a change of heart and he wanted to help the residents here, you know, because that he thought that Brotherhood of Steel should represent something more than just harvesting the technology and preserving it. I mean, in my opinion, they can do both, right? Tell me more about the outcasts.
It's a rather sad story, I'm afraid. Last year, some of our soldiers had grave disagreements with the decisions of Elder Lyons. Disagreements spiraled out of control and there was a schism in the ranks. The loyal soldiers practically threw out the dissenters. Now they call themselves the outcasts.
Did he say the last year that happened? I mean, that's really not that long ago, right? What sort of disagreement did they have?
Where Elder Lyons has fought to protect the people of the capital wasteland, the outcasts demanded we move on and leave them to their fates. They insisted there was more important technology to be recovered in a scientific base in the ruins of Fort Independence to the west. As callous as their decision may be, it's more in line with our original mission. Elder Lyons is an inspiration to us, but to them, he's a traitor.
Again, I said that's probably bullshit, because I think the canon Fallout 1 is that Brotherhood of Steel opens up to the rest of the world, right? They were pretty secluded like a cult before that, but you know, they opened up to the because of the actions of the protagonist of the first game. No, I think it happened like that, so who were the exiles?
The soldiers rallied behind Paladin Kasdan, who was one of Elder Lyons' original squad. They served together for over 20 years. Kasdan was well respected and every bit as loyal to the Brotherhood as Elder Lyons. He just disagreed with the interpretations of our oaths. But when disagreements turned into fistfights, he left with the outcasts. We lost more allies that day than we ever have to any battle.
Yeah, that usually happens with that kind of disagreements, then we proceed to civil war, right? It sounds like it was quite a loss. Is there any way to reconcile them?
Lyons and Kasdan would have to agree to any sort of reconciliation, and that's pretty unlikely. They're both quite proud and stubborn. Me, I just wish there was a way we could all agree that at least we're still on the same side. There are bigger problems out there after all.
That's what I say, you know. They can just do both, you know. They can like form a separate, you know, order that is mainly focused on, you know, preserving technology. Like you could say, like, I don't know, order of the shields, order of the swords, order of the quill, and one more order of the, you know, I don't know, preservers. And I mean, I don't know, but that's just me. That's just me. What are you doing about them?
As much as some of our soldiers would like to see them shot for deserting, there's not much we can do. We're too busy with the super mutants. Meanwhile, they're busy seeking out new technology and trying to get back in contact with the Brotherhood out west. So our paths rarely cross, but it's never pretty when they do. I just hope things cool down before it gets worse.
Oh wait, maybe they don't know what happened back west, because I don't know what is the exact timeline. So maybe they don't know what happens on the West Coast, and I think the first two games are on the West Coast. Yes, New California Republic, of course, they are on the West Coast. So, okay, enough about the Outcast. So that would explain
subject,
if they don't know anything about the GEC or the change of the Brotherhoods, you know, about their direction or openness or whatever. Okay, I have to go now.
Back to work.
Thank you, Bowditch. You sound very reasonable.
Ah, it's good to see you again.
Can we ask him something about it? Okay, yes. Can you tell me about the Outcast?
The outcasts are a result of my greatest mistake, but a mistake I'm proud of nonetheless. When I came here, I realized for the first time that the Brotherhood's technology could truly save the survivors in this wasteland. I chose to help them, even if it meant putting the Brotherhood's interests at risk. Some of my soldiers called me a hero. Others called me a traitor. The dissenters left my command, calling themselves outcasts to mock me. I cannot fault their dedication, even if I find them lacking in compassion.
I thought the protection of humanity was a part of Brotherhood's oaths. That's not. How do your remaining soldiers feel about the Outcast? Okay, I thought, let's go with the first one. I thought the protection of humanity was a part of the Brotherhood oaths.
Only in a very broad sense. The Brotherhood's oaths are to protect humanity's progress, but not necessarily every human. The outcasts and members of the Brotherhood in other places consider it a waste to protect most people. After all, they say, everyone knows how to make another human, but the secrets to making a P-94 plasma rifle are all but lost.
Yeah, well, again, you know, more humans probably can breed more brains and maybe create another plasma rifle, you know, just saying. How do you remaining soldiers feel about the Outcasts?
Even now, a year after they left, the wounds of their departure are still sore. Some of my soldiers are angry about it. They see it as an insult to me. Bless them for their loyalty. They're more angry about it than I ever was. Others understand their decision. Sometimes I hear them wondering if they should have gone with them. I can't blame them, but I stand by my decision, and I respect theirs.
Has your decision been worth it?
Has it been worth the cost in lives and resources to protect people like you from the super mutants? You tell me. I suspect my daughter's squad helped
Yeah, I
save
saved
your
them.
life, and most of our recent recruits
Except that
have
one
come
guy.
from those we've saved over the years. It's cost us, but we've saved many lives and made the capital wasteland a place where people can live. Yes, I'd say that's been worth it.
Yeah, okay, that's enough about the Outcasts.
Yes, let's speak of other things.
Okay, I have to go now.
Hail.
Hail.
Scribe Bowditch, I'd like to hear your report on those latest armor modifications.
Ah, you're a bit early today, sir. Regardless, I'm happy to report that the development of the Mark II Recon Armored Unit is proceeding as planned.
Excellent. I'm a bit concerned, though. Last week you mentioned a possible delay in the secondary modifications.
There may be a slight delay in the enhancement of the ambulatory gyroscope. A few of the parts I need were lost in the recent inventory reduction.
We have shortages all around, my friend. Make do the best you can. We may not have the Enclave's resources, but we do have you.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Okay, where does Enclave get its resources, right? Oh, I can just take the power armor? Well, I will, man.
At ease.
Who are these guys?
Hail.
Hail.
You ever seen a super mutant's head explode?
I did, actually.
Hell of a mess.
I did, actually. Not just their head. Their whole body. Who's that?
Hail.
Paladin
Hail
Cross.
to you. By the traction of hospitality and on the word of Elder Lions, I welcome you to the Citadel. I am Star Paladin Cross, Keeper of the Arm, and Seneschal to Elder Lions. And I am honored to say I was acquainted with your father. Now what may I do to help you?
You knew my father?
I did, and you as well. Long ago, I helped guard the water purifier against the super mutant horde. When your father left, I escorted the two of you to Megaton. He was a noble man. I was saddened to hear of his passing. But from what I've heard, he died with honor. He died for you.
That is true.
I only pray that my own death has such meaning.
Man. Some powerful words, Star Paladin Cross. Okay, he does a selfish... Oh man, come on. I loved him so much. I'll never forget him. Well, that's kinda melodramatic, but okay.
And so our deeds are carried on through our sons and our daughters. Continue to remember him fondly.
That's true.
Continue to tell his story, and continue to do his work. Through you, he shall carry on. But now I must ask you a difficult question, if I have your leave to do so.
Okay. By all means, ask.
I escorted your father across the wastes. It was the best I could contribute to his efforts to restore fresh water to the people. I would like the honor of escorting you in your journey to complete his work.
Oh man. What about the Enclave? I mean...
As a Star Paladin, I answer only to Elder Lions. He has given me leave to pursue the restoration of Project Purity, as I see fit. By aiding you in your travels, I shall fulfill that mission as best I am capable.
Okay. I would be honored, Star Paladin Cross, but later.
Then I shall follow your lead and submit to your command. As James's child, I know I don't need to explain, but I am not your servant. If I do not like the path your actions take, I will return here. Now, let us go forward. Crush the Enclave and fulfill your father's mission.
Hey, Star Paladin, I mean, she has a awesome armor, I must say. The best looking. Hey, but, listen.
Vigilance is necessary in this location. Be on your guard, my friend.
Okay, what's your condition? Here's my report. What's the report? Okay, health 430, Stimpack 0, radiation right away 0, chem effect. Okay, it has one active chem effect? Okay, exit.
Vigilance is necessary in this location.
Okay. So we must part ways, Paladin Cross. Maybe later, okay?
Are you certain?
Yes, we must part ways, Paladin Cross.
Very well. I shall return to my duties at the Citadel, should you require my aid once again.
Okay. Haley,
I
okay?
need to collect my wits and
Sure,
figure out what
sure.
to do next.
Okay. Let's see these tremors. AVF problem? Recent experiments with accelerated vector fusion have not gone according to plan. All scribes assigned to the lab should check with the scribe Rothschild on daily basis and obtain any modified technical parameters as needed. Warning, leaky hydraulics. It has come to our attention that several scribes have slipped on hydraulic fluid near the eastern end of the robot lift. Until the offending pipes can be mended completely, please use caution in that area. Enclave tactical assessment. Weapons, plasma base, capable of molecular destabilization. Armor, advanced power armor Mark II. Transportation, vertibirds. Technical assessment. The Enclave forces that have occupied Project Purity are nearly identical to those encountered on the West Coast in the year 2241. Threat potential severe. GNR Battle After Action Report. It is the opinion of Sentinel Alliance that the recent super mutant attack on GNR was not indicative of a larger assault, as was originally thought. Instead, the forces that attacked the radio station were probably en route to the mall to reinforce their own kind in a prolonged battle against the mercenaries of Talon Company. I mean, who is financing these guys? The Talon and the Enclave. I mean, I could say that probably the Enclave finances the Talons, right? That would be kind of logical. But who finances the Enclave? Where do they get their resources, man? General Robot Diagnostics. Updated. Scribe Rothschild has completed a new full diagnostic of the robot. Here are those results. Mobility 0%, navigation translation 0%, internal processors 87%, weapon system 60%, power management 3%, voice module 100%. It is the assessment of Scribe Rothschild that once the power management issues are solved, mobility and navigation translation will jump to at least 50%, well within acceptable operating capacity. Notice, Redden funeral cancelled. What about Colwyn? Due to certain unexpected tactical developments, funeral services for Initiate Redding have been cancelled. A memorial service will be scheduled sometime in the future. Date to be declared.
Excuse me.
You okay? Oh, I almost fell down. I almost fell down here. Okay, we have... No, not that bad. We have a computer here. Let's see what it says on this terminal. Dummy terminal. Damn it. Okay, now. Do we have anyone else important here on this floor? Where's the quartermaster? Where's that guy? What's here? Where does this go? Laboratory, where are we? I wanna find the quartermaster first. If that is a possibility. Oh no, he's not here. Okay. Here? Oh, we are stealing now. Okay, let's check what do we have here. Empty. I mean, why are you carrying your gun here? Did we came from here? Yeah, we came from here. So there's nothing on this floor. Now let's see the Liberty Prime. Oh man, giant mecha. Come on, chill out. Okay, Liberty Prime operations. Historical records. Project summary. Classified eyes only. Well, okay, you know, I can see it. Military contract 38917. Codename Liberty Prime. Project goal: no less than the creation of the most powerful combat robot the battlefield has ever seen, with the express goal of liberating occupied Anchorage, Alaska from its Chinese aggressors. I mean, reading is very hard, right? Summary: United States Army has succeeded in contracting both Robco and General Atomics International to work on their first joint project. The robot they create, Liberty Prime, will be the very embodiment of American military might, a walking, talking, nuke-tossing hero who will remind the world what it means to be a superpower. I am fully confident that the presence of Liberty Prime and the Anchorage frontline will be to the Chinese what the Hiroshima bomb was to the Japanese in 1945. General Constantine Chase. So the Liberty Prime was actually created for the invasion of Alaska, right? For the, well, reclamation of Alaska, that is. Okay, Capital Post article, June 3rd, 2072. By Walter Street Beat Monroe, Capital Post staff writer. In a startling turnaround from their previous policy of complete covert development, the United States Army was confirmed that they are indeed working on a new superweapon. One designed specifically to crush the Red Chinese invasion force and liberate occupied Anchorage, Alaska once and for all. Speaking at an Army press conference at the Pentagon, General Konstantin Chase stated, "No more secrets. The time has come to lay all our cards on the table, so the Chinese can see with their own eyes that we've got the winning hand." The United States Army is proud to announce that for the first time in history, General Atomics International and the ROPCO have joined forces to create for this great country a superweapon that will leave every single yellow-bellied red shaking in their commie booties. Unfortunately for our readers, that's as specific as Chase is willing to get. While he and the army are ready for China to know if the US is developing a new weapon, they are not quite ready to divulge just what it is, or when it will be ready for deployment. All in due time, all in due time. Rest assured, when this weapon is complete, liberty will come to Anchorage and hell will flow. Okay, later, Dr. Bloomfield to General Chase. General Chase, I'm sorry, but you're being completely unrealistic. There is simply no way the robot will be combat ready in 3 months. The chassis is complete. All weapon systems are online and the voice module has been programmed as requested. But power consumption is still our primary concern, and neither Doctors Honeywell nor Park have yet found an acceptable solution. We had hoped to subcontract Waltech and utilize the talents of Dr. Brown, but apparently he's gone into seclusion, working on one of their own projects, and they couldn't reach him at this point if they wanted to, so that's out. I'll give it to you straight, General. This is the biggest robot the world has ever seen, and we just haven't been able to find a power source small enough and powerful enough to get the damn thing running with all its systems online. Well, that's understandable, I mean. In 3 months, we might be able to guarantee the robot can walk into downtown Anchorage, but all of his weapon system will be offline. Maybe he can just step on the Red Chinese. Dr. Stanley Bloomfield, project lead. I mean, maybe we can just step on them, right? Okay, diagnostics report. May 8, 2020, 2277. Here are the results of the latest robot diagnostics. Okay, we read that actually. July 13, same year. Scribe Rothschild has completed a new full I mean, wait, okay. Wait, isn't it the same? Oh, the power management is even less. Okay, it's been determined that the recent feedback spike, which resulted in overall system degradation, was in fact caused by the installation of the new power capacitor, as Scribe Rothschild suspected. Until further notice, scribes are ordered to cease any and all experiments that involve the rerouting of power from any of the robot subsystems. So they messed up. Current. Scribe Rothschild, power management 3%, okay. Built-in negation, okay, we read that. Elite Scribes Journal. Okay, May 9. Another day, another setback. We have tried, of course, rerouting power from weapons to the robot's other subsystems several times. Each attempt ended in failure, thanks to the robot's overly aggressive combat subroutines. It's almost as if there's some hidden pocket of AI that keeps pushing against us, refusing to let anyone drain power from the weapon systems. I guess that shouldn't surprise me, considering why he was constructed in the first place. That's why I began to work on the neural dampener in the first place. I was convinced I could trick the robot into thinking I had actually redistributed the power from some other subsystem. But the damn thing proved smarter than that. Certainly smarter than me. All I managed to do was fry some of his circuitry again and set us back another 3 months. Now, July the 14th. I'm tired of trying to reroute power like some kind of snot-nosed initiate. I don't care what kind of drain it puts on the scribe's ability to research and maintain the weapons and armor. I'm proceeding with the AVF experiments. If I can successfully create an accelerated vector fusion module similar to the technology I saw Dr. Lee working with all those years ago, we'll have our first real chance of getting the robot fully operational. Maybe then the Western Elders will realize our worth. August the 1st. Unfortunately, the accelerated vector fusion experiments haven't gone as planned. Bowditch suffered second-degree burns, and at one point we accidentally channeled so much power to the robot's head laser it discharged and nearly killed Elder Lions. He was not pleased. We are well, obviously. Okay, voice emitter test. Initiate. Okay.
Voice module online. Audio functionality test initialized. Designation Liberty Prime. Mission the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets any and all red Chinese invaders. Emergency communist acquisition directive. Immediate self-destruct. Better dead than red.
What is his self-destruct, man? That's crazy. Okay, initiate activation sequence. Insufficient power. Yeah. Okay, that's
Need something, friend?
some other
the
scribe.
Enclave seems to have developed advanced plasma-based weaponry. I need to analyze our power armor.
Yes, you should. Like hydraulics. Yeah, we read that. Okay, what do we have? Is this the same terminal? Yes, it's same. Under scribe. What do we have here? Oh, the quartermaster is here.
Quartermaster Durga here, stranger. I have to say, I'm not sure what you're doing in my armory. We run a tight ship, and unless Elder Lion says so, we don't trade with outsiders. Quartermaster out.
Yo, come on. Don't be like that, Durga. Come on. Come on, sweetie. Don't be like that.
Tamper with that, and we're going to have a
No,
problem.
whoa, but what? Why? But why? I'm a nice guy. Let me in. Okay. Is this the same one? Yeah. Wait. Just let me check. Yeah, reading funeral cancel. That's the last entry. Scribe Peabody.
The elders sent word of your arrival. I am Scribe Peabody. Welcome, etc.
Of course.
Now, I'm really very busy. Is there something you needed?
Just to chat a little. I have some questions about the Brotherhood.
You want to talk to Scribe Jameson. She's the archivist, not me.
Oh, come on. Can you tell me something about the scribes?
Indeed I can. Pay no heed to those headstrong knights with their pop guns and bravado. It is the scribes who make the Brotherhood what it truly is. The brawn is useless without the brain.
Yeah, and the brain is useless without the brawn in the war.
All equally important. All more important than those dim-witted grunts.
What the hell is his problem? He's an idiot. Let me guess, you belong to the order of...
Sword, of course. Weapons, my boy. You name it, I've helped someone kill it. I'm the proctor of the Order of the Sword, you see. Weapons research, development, and maintenance, all my responsibility.
And the orders are?
Order of the Sword, Order of the Shield, Order of the Quill, weapons, defenses, and research, respectively.
Okay, that's all I needed.
Very well.
So, any thoughts on the Enclave?
So they have plasma weapons. Bah. It's strong technology, I'll give you that, but limited in modability. I've already started removing the compensators on our laser weapons to cut through the black devil power armor of theirs. We'll drop them like any other meat, don't you worry.
Care to share anything about the super mutants?
Foul, detestable beasts. They're like an infestation. We cut them down and they return again and again. Always so determined to kill or capture. But why?
Don't you think you could repair my equipment?
Ha! With my eyes closed. And I will too. But it will cost you, outsider.
His repair skill for 77. Come on, guy, I have more than you. Okay, I have to go now.
In the Elder's name.
Okay, what do we have here? Oh, weapon mod kit. Nice, we'll take that. Plasma rifle, free plasma rifle. Why not? Why not? Terminal. Is this some different terminal? No. N99 10mm pistol. The N99 10mm sidearm was standard issue military gear following the phase out of the N80 in 2051. The N99 was known for its ability to survive in the harshest of conditions, and in many tests, the weapon was able to reliably be restored to working condition after an extended period of time, exposed to hard elements and without maintenance. The N99 proved to stand up to its claims, and as a result is one of the most common weapons found in use in the wasteland. While many civilian weapons were ruined beyond the use in the exterior conditions following the war, the N99 is commonly able to be easily restored to working order by anyone with the most basic knowledge of firearm mechanics. However, an N99 is in poor condition can often deliver a low target and armor penetration, frequent jamming, and greatly reduced accuracy. Fortunately, the weapon was produced in great numbers and units are available for replacement parts. Okay, A91 5.56mm assault rifle. The R series of combat assault rifles was used reliably following the discontinuation of the M series. Is that M or the N? I think it's M series in the early 21st century. The R series, produced by civilian manufacturers and security solutions, was made in many models and variations. The variation most common to DC Wasteland is the R91 full auto urban assault rifle. This rifle was standard issued for the National Guard during urban pacification operations. Fortunately for our purposes, the National Guard had been fully deployed around the DC area during the first time of the war. As a result, the R91 is readily available for those willing to search, although nearly 2 centuries of scavenging has reduced the numbers of working units. The R91 remains a favorite of slavers and raiders. This rifle can also often be obtained from legitimate traders and arms dealers. Like any firearm, the R91's effectiveness and accuracy can suffer without regular maintenance. Okay. AEP7 laser pistol. The AEP7 laser pistol was put into service to replace the AEP5, a model which was notorious for its problems with overheating. The AEP7 features a new design in the photonic focusing chamber, as well as an entirely redesigned focusing crystal pattern. The bulk and weight have both been reduced over previous models, and it was likely that within the new few development cycles, the successor to the AEP7 would replace the N99 10mm as the standard issue sidearm for all forces. The AEP7, I just call it P7, took advantage of new manufacturing techniques developed shortly before the Great War. Although many were produced, most did not make it into the field service because of the logistics problems concerning their deployment during active wartime. The P7 can be rare find in the capital wasteland, and any models that are produced should be returned to the Citadel for repair and recalibrating before field deployment. The AER9 laser rifle. Unlike many of the weapons in use today, the R9 is actually not the top laser rifle that was in service at the time of the Great War. The model line went up to the state-of-the-art AER12, which saw service in a handful of specialty units. The reason that R9 is much more commonly found in that is that it was much sturdier and more reliable than the models that followed. The R9 features a titanium house crystal array, which proved to withstand long years of exposure to the elements much better than the gold alloy housing of the later models. As a result, the crystal arrays stayed focused with thin operating perimeters rather than falling completely out of focus like the newer models. As with all energy weapons, the R9 can suffer from poor performance if not properly maintained. The crystal arrays and non-mechanical components are delicate, and if not properly serviced, can lead to a loss of beam intensity, overheating, and energy regulation failure. I mean, they have more text on weapons than on, the world or anything else. Okay, we're finished with that room, but now where is Elder Alliance? I kinda need him. Oh man, did he leave? I mean, now I need to find him.
You honor us with your presence.
Hey, thank you, man.
You honor us with your presence here.
Oh, this is good. These guys are awesome. They like me. And they even let me take everything that I can. Duck and cover, nice. Metal spoon, I can read duck and cover, right? No, man, I need 50.
Welcome.
Welcome. And they are just
Need
in
something, friend?
yeah, they're just
You honor us with your
just
presence.
scribes.
All this time spent acquiring technology,
Yeah.
and we look like cavemen next to the Enclave.
Okay, this is the
That is
map.
not acceptable.
What's here?
There's a problem in the cooling system. I'm not sure what it is, but I'll
Okay, we
take
have some rooms here. I don't need that. I don't need the stew. I'll take it 10mm. Sure, take the iron. Take the iron and the toy car. Nothing special. Okay, what do we have here? Turpentine, sure. Sugar bombs, yep. What's in the suitcase? Cherry bomb, take that. Okay, food locker is empty. Take the sugar bombs, great. Okay, this is the end. Now let's check anything else that we have here. Just the regular terminals, nothing special. Man,
Something, friend?
is Elder Lion still here? Nah, I need to find him now. Okay, we were here.
Scribe Rothschild wanted those EMS tests done right away. So
Let me see if I can locate. Okay, we made a full circle, right? We did make a full circle. Yeah, I think we did. Elder Lions, come on, come on. Ah, no, we need to find him. He probably went to his room or somewhere else.
Outsiders in the Citadel. Such a pleasure.
Really? He really means that? Okay. So, we go now. Citadel A-ring, okay. No. No, the toolbox is here, okay. Scrap metal, okay, we need to be hidden now. Let's change to stealth. Oh, look who is here. Look who is here.
Hail.
It's Sentinel Lions. Oh, who's that? Building Glade. I saw our energy Gatling laser.
You just managed to get yourself into all sorts of trouble, don't you? Welcome to the Citadel. Not many civilians get to see the place.
Hey, I love you. So, any thoughts on about the Enclave?
I've read the report, seen the initial scans, but I can hardly believe it. I figured those radio transmissions were just old recordings. Never figured the Enclave would actually show up, in the flesh. But don't worry. Whatever they try, we'll be ready for it. I'll lead the Pride to knock them out tomorrow, if my father permits it.
Care to share anything about the super mutants?
You've seen them, so you know what we know. What more is there to say? If we can figure out where they're coming from, we might be able to stop them. If not,
What can you tell me about the Lion's Pride?
it's the best of the Brotherhood, bar none. No one gets in without my say-so.
Oh, what about the Star Paladin Cross?
Stay strong.
What about her? Well, I mean, is she part of the Lion's Pride? I mean, it kind of looks that she's operating on her own, right?
Hail.
Enclave troops have fortified the purifier complex.
Sounds like even he's worried about the Enclave. Think I'm just being paranoid?
What do we have here? A terminal.
The Enclave has the tail. They have the resource.
Hey, Vargas.
What aid can I offer you, outsider?
Hey, what? We cannot speak with him, anything? Nah, man, that's bullshit.
Do they have the heart? I don't think so.
I'm
You won't get
detected.
away with that whole trick.
Come on, come on. I'm not detected. I'm hidden. What do we have here? Dummy terminal. Okay, okay.
Right, good point.
Let's talk about this some more later, okay? I have a decent tactical plan I can run by you.
Later.
Hail. Name's Greg. Greg Bear. Most of the guys just call me Kodiak.
Why?
Heard about that mess over at the purifier. Don't you worry. You're safe here.
How did you end up in Brotherhood?
Now that's a story. The only reason I'm here is because of Elder Lyons. You see, I grew up in the pit. Don't suppose you ever been there, huh?
Not yet.
It's about 500 clicks to the northwest. Place is a nightmare. 3 irradiated rivers coming together. People there were not well. But the Brotherhood of Steel came down on the place with a righteous hammer. They called it the Scourge.
What was the Scourge?
It was a Brotherhood operation. They marched in and swept the place clean. Most of the people there were half mutated, cancerous, vile things. And these people, rape gangs, torture squads. It was pure chaos there. The Scourge is the best thing that could have happened to it. This was way back, before the Citadel was fortified. Part of the early recon after the Brotherhood first arrived in this area. One night, a squad of brothers led by Paladin Lions swept into the city from over Mount Wash, tearing apart anyone who stood against them. They were completely outnumbered, and still they razed that place to the ground.
Okay. How did you escape?
As they swept through, the Brotherhood policed up every non-mutie child they could find. Turns out there weren't that many. Me and maybe 20 others. The younger we were, the less of a chance that we were mutated. It was ugly work, no doubt, but it had to be done. I'll never forget the sight of the Brotherhood of Steel breaching the breast of the mountain at dawn.
What happened to your parents, man?
Hell if I know. I never knew them. I lived on the street and fought with rats for food.
How did you end up back here?
Elder Lyons brought us all back to the Citadel. He said it was the safest place he knew of. This place was still being converted. He put us in as initiates and kept a watchful eye over us. He was tough, but he taught us to stay alive. The man's like a father to me.
Okay, that's pretty amazing, Kodiak.
Nah. The amazing thing is Elder Lyons. He risked everything. Went in outmanned and outgunned. I'll never be able to thank him enough. So I do my best to serve the Brotherhood. I know that's what he really wants. In time, I'm sure you'll understand.
Okay, so any thoughts about Enclave?
There's meat under that armor, and meat can be ground.
Well, that's one sentence. I mean, that's enough, man. Care to share anything about the super mutants?
Hell, I've killed more of those yellow Frankensteins than any other member of the Pride. Except maybe Gallows, those crazy solo night ops of his.
What can you tell me about the Lion's Pride?
Now, I see the Brotherhood's one thing, but the Pride, best of the best. Every damn one of us. Handpicked by Sentinel Lyons herself.
What's your combat specialization in Lion's Pride?
Hell, I do it all. Recon, demolition...
So you're jack of all trades,
assault.
right?
Guess you could say I'm the
he said
Pride's
it.
jack of all trades.
Okay. I think he's more... How do you end up in the battle? I think he has more questions to answer here.
Now that's a story.
Let's see. Sounds like a nice place. You should go back.
Now see, that was just rude.
No, come on, I was just joking. Come on, it's a joke.
How can I help
It was a joke. Don't be like that. How did you end up in
Oh,
brother?
now you want story time? Oh, now...
Come on, man.
Stands.
Jesus, man, you're so sensitive.
Glad to see you and that egghead Lee made it here in one piece. I heard what happened to that purifier.
Egghead.
Hell of a thing.
Okay, so any thoughts about the Enclave?
Man, I don't know. Fighting uglies is one thing, but we've never gone up against anyone that well trained or organized. Even their tech is better. Don't get me wrong, the pride's in it to win it. And I'll go down shooting if I have to. I just hope I don't have to.
Care to share anything about the super mutants?
Man, nothing dies like an ugly. I once saw Colvin snipe the leg off one at 200 yards. Thing pirouetted like a figure skater.
Yeah, well, about the Colvin, you know. What can you tell me about the Lion's Pride?
You, my friend, are talking about the most elite fighting force ever assembled within the Brotherhood of Steel. Each of us was handpicked by Sentinel Alliance herself. You can't even realize what an honor that is. Sarah defines combat excellence.
So what's your job in the Lion's Pride?
Me? Heavy weapons, miniguns, missile launchers. If it's bigger than a human and goes boom, I'm all over it.
Man, I like his style. I have to go now.
Back to it.
Okay, anyone else here? Empty locker. Hey, let's just close this door. Empty. Come on. There's nothing here. That's bullshit, man. You guys are poor. Okay. What's here? The den. Okay. Okay, let's see what do we have here. Free war money, take that. Take the sugar bombs. Turpentine, empty. I don't need the food. I don't need the food. Nice darts. Sugar bomb, sugar bomb. What's that? Blanco mac and cheese, nothing important. Anything here? No. Okay, so this is the lion's den. Gallows.
Yes? I'm glad that we understand one another.
Great. Man, that's all. That was an awesome conversation, I must say.
Hail to you, stranger. I am Knight Captain Dusk, in service of Steel. If you require anything, simply ask.
So what's your story?
My story? I blow the head off anything more than 200 meters downrange. I'm the best shot in the Brotherhood of Steel, bar none. Not even Colvin can match my kill count. That's my story.
Okay, you mean you were the best shot. I'm here now. Nah, I don't want to be that cocky. That's impressive. Competition must be stiff around here.
Damn right it is. Last time I checked, it wasn't called the Sisterhood of Steel. Hell, even Sarah has to prove herself to the knuckle draggers. Every once in a while, we have to show them what's what.
Well, if you want to compete, you know, in war, I mean, you have to compete with the man, right? With the males. What do you think about Gallows?
I don't trust him. I know. I should take.
Hey, he's right here. Don't talk like that.
He disappears for days out into the wastes. He comes back without a word. He only reports to Sentinel Alliance, and he doesn't tell the rest of us what he's up to. I can't trust a soldier.
Why?
Like that.
What? I mean,
The
he's
other guys,
spec
they think it's
ops.
a joke. Glades even got a betting pool going to find out Gallows' real name. A betting pool, honestly.
Come on. Why are you so anal about that? I mean, he's spec ops. He's like a commando or something. So, any thoughts on the Enclave?
Honestly, I can't wait to see if one of those helmets can stop a hollow point round at 100 yards. I'm thinking.
Now that's better.
Not.
That's more like it. Care to share anything about the super mutants?
I can tell you that those heavily armored ones, the Masters, they favor heavy weapons. Miniguns and missile launchers. My recommendation? Headshot from a distance. Avoid the meat grinder.
Or the dead hand to the face, right? And just circle around them. What can you tell me about the Lion's Pride?
We're the most elite tactical unit ever ever assembled in the Brotherhood of Steel, here or anywhere else. Hell, ain't nothing Sarah's cubs can't handle.
What do you do here?
I'm a sniper with the Pride. Put any muty bastard within 1 mile of me and my rifle, and, well, pack it up, troops. Fight's over. Colvin thinks he's a better shot. Man's delusional.
I mean, 1 mile is a lot, man. I mean, but I think I heard that there are snipers in today's world, even that, you know, can do those shots. But I mean, and but it's kind of complicated. Well, for me, it's complicated. Who doesn't know shit about guns? Because you need kind of like to take calculation into the calculation of the shot. You know, the wind and even sometimes the Earth's rotation. You know. Because honestly, I mean, for a mile, I mean, you're hitting like a from that distance. I would say it will be like a proportionally like for probably a grain of rice or something like that. Okay, I have to go now.
Move silently.
Yeah, well, actually, I'm a you know, you see me, I'm like a stealth operator also. Hey, Gallows. Come on. So, what's your real name?
What's the pool up to now, anyway? Nice try, though.
Come on, it will really throw these guys for a loop if you tell me. Can we work something out? Maybe share the winnings?
No, we can't.
Okay, so any thoughts on the Enclave?
They're men. They're born, they live, they die. End of story.
Great. Care to share anything about the super mutants?
Shoot them, they die. Stab them, they die. Strangle them, they die.
What can you tell me about the Lion's Pride?
Sarah appreciates my methods. I fill a role no one else can.
Yeah, he's a kind of behind the enemy lines operator, probably. So what's your specialty in the Lion's Pride?
Spec ops.
That's what I said. That's what he said, man. Okay, I have to go now.
Hoo-ah, soldier. Stay straight.
Hoo-ah. Who are the Hoo-ah? Are the Hoo-ahs Marines? I think they're Marines. Or Marines are like Semper Fi. Or... no, this is probably just Army Hoo-ah? I don't know. I need to check that out. I mean, what kind of... they have the aggregator here and the lights. I mean, who can talk in these conditions? When this is working, and it should be like smoking in here. Okay, Steel Knight. Okay, these are just the grunts. Okay, exit. I'm not hidden, I forgot about that. Turpentine, sure. Okay, so that's it for this? Yeah, okay. Let's go outside. Let's continue in this direction. The clockwise, that is. No, it's a door to another area. Okay, let's check the other side. Then let's do it. Oh, I think here's the Jameson, right? Scribe Jameson. No, this is just a scribe. Maxon's terminal. Maxon family dossier. Roger Maxon? Who the hell are Maxons? Born not known. Died 2135. Second in command of the security team stationed at the West Tech Research Facility. Later relocated to the Mariposa military base. Assumed command after a nervous breakdown of security team leader Colonel Robert Spindle. Executed scientists after learning of their research into the forced evolution virus, or FEV. Oh, that's forced evolution virus the mutants use. Deserted from military just before the war, Maxon ordered the families of all base personnel brought inside the facility, thereby sparing their lives. Led survivors in their exodus to the Lost Hills bunker. Maxon's wife was killed on the journey. At Lost Hills, Roger Maxon formed the Brotherhood of Steel as the organization's first High Elder. He formed the orders of Paladins, Knights, and Scribes. Okay, Maxon II. Born unknown, teenager, one unspecified age in 20 77, died 2155. When did he, this one? 20 years after his father, probably, yeah? Took over command of the Brotherhood of Steel as High Elder in 2135, when his father, Roger Maxon, died of cancer. In 2155, while hunting down a group of raiders known as the Vipers, Maxon, who was unhelmeted at the time, was grazed in the head by an arrow. A deadly viper poison killed him within hours. Ah, well, that sucks. John Maxon, born 2097, died... Oh, so he's still alive. Still alive, or? No, but now it's 2020, right? What year is it? Son of Maxon II and grandson of Roger Maxon. A gifted soldier, John Maxon was promoted to the rank of Paladin at age 38. In the year 2135, soon after, he was promoted once more to head Paladin. In 2155, Maxon was promoted to the illustrious position of High Elder, when his father Maxon II was killed in glorious battle with the raiders known as the Vipers. Records indicate John Maxon had some dealings with a mysterious figure identified only as the Wall Dweller in the year 2162 at the age of 65. Oh, that's the first Fallout game. New entry: Scribe Arthur Maxon, born 2267. Oh man. Only son of Jonathan and Jessica, both deceased, last of the Maxon bloodline. As an infant, sent to the Citadel to be fostered by elder own lines. Oh, he's here. I know. I remembered. The reason for this decision was twofold. Recent internal conflict amongst the Western Brotherhood of Steel created an unsafe environment for the child. It was believed that the Citadel, despite being located in hostile territory, would increase his probability of survival. Second, Elder Alliance at that time was in high favor with the Western Elders, and deemed a perfect candidate to provide care and training to the Squire. Recent events have led to a lack of communication with the Western Elders. As a result, Squire Maxon will remain at Citadel indefinitely. Okay, back. State of Maxon. The State of Maxon is the new California Republic. In the new California Republic was built in close proximity to the Lost Hills bunker and enjoyed the protection of the Brotherhood of Steel. No additional information is available at this time. Diary of Roger Maxon. So Roger Maxon is the first one. Okay, first one. Oh man. Okay, October 10, 2077. I, Roger Maxon, Captain, serial number 072389, have started this log because it doesn't look good for any of us, and I'd like for people to know what really happened here. All hell broke loose when we finally discovered that those scientist bastards were up to. What those scientist bastards were up to. The Colonel has locked himself in his office and seems to be having some sort of breakdown. The men are screaming for blood. They're looking to me for answers, and I'm not sure what to do. Someone has to do something though, before this place sinks into an anarchist bloodbath. Okay, 2 days later. Every time we get a report from higher up, things get worse here. The war is going in a very bad direction, and this place is about to go into full mutiny. With all the chaos that entails, I stopped one of the men from executing a scientist today and demanded that we interrogate them to find out what their orders were. Okay, 1 day after that, I killed a man today. I was interrogating Chief Scientist Anderson, and he was giving me the full details of their inhuman experiments. He said his orders came from the government, but I didn't buy it. He started screaming about how he was following orders, how he was a military man, and I just shot him. Oh man, come on, you, yesterday, a day before actually, you prevented one guy from doing the exact same thing. Come on. I tell myself it was to keep him from causing a full mutiny among the men, but I'm not so sure. Yeah. Okay, 2 days after the October 15, I tried again to speak to the Colonel through the door, but he seems to have completely lost touch with reality. I broke down the door with several of the men just in time to watch him blow his head off. Right before he pulled the trigger, he said he was sorry. What were they doing? They were experimenting with FEV on humans, and did they create the super mutants then? Okay, October 18. By killing the Egghead, I seem to have confirmed my position as the leader of the men. They follow me without question now. The interrogations invariably end up being executions. Shellman held out the longest, but the end result was the same. Her arguments about her orders were a bit too specific to be completely made up. I'm getting a real bad feeling in my gut about how this is all going to end up. I don't even lie to myself anymore about my reasons for executing the scientists. Okay, October 20. I finally replied to the outside world over our radio. I don't know why they never sent anyone here to see what was happening when we stopped responding to their transmissions. It doesn't make any sense. Well, they'll come now. I declare ourselves seceded from the Union. They remember Jefferson Davis. What will history say about me? Okay. Volume 2. October 22. What the hell is going on? We declare ourselves to be in full desertion from the army and no longer under the government's command, and what happens? Nothing. Something bad is coming down. October 23rd. I can't believe those bastards finally did it. Damn them all to hell. They finally let the A-bombs fly. We were right in the middle of trying to pry the real story out of von Felden when we completely lost contact. I have a feeling the research center was hit hard. I don't know why, just call it a gut feeling. It seems inconceivable that we were not targeted. I'm sure China will make up for that oversight real soon. Luckily, we had moved our families from outside into the facility the day before yesterday. We do not yet know if the fallout has reached this area. Are we on to... Okay, we are on 25 now, okay? Sergeant Plantner volunteered to go outside today to take specific readings on the atmosphere. It seems the radiation has not spread this far. Since he was wearing his power armor, there was no threat to him from radiation. But if he had exposed, he would have had to be exiled. We don't have adequate decontamination facilities here. October 26. I convinced the men that we should bury the scientists. I don't know why. Perhaps it was to ease my conscience, probably. I finally started to believe their stories when the last one was dying. My god, what have I become? I mean, they did have orders from the government, but again, if they done the inhuman stuff, maybe even on children, I mean, that doesn't say normalize it, you know, it's you can do that shit. October 27. We're leaving this godforsaken place today. I'm leading the exodus to the old government bunker at Lost Hills. I'm leaving this log behind to be buried when this place goes in the next exchange. Who knows, maybe someone will find it someday. And they did. So this is how creation of the Brotherhood started. The Voltec terminal. Okay, let's stick with Scribe Jameson here. Hey, Scribe Jameson.
Hail, outsider. I am Scribe Jameson. Word of your ordeal has spread. I am truly sorry for the loss of your father. But if I can help you in any way, please let me know.
Okay, I have some questions about the Brotherhood.
Ah, one of my favorite subjects, of course. What would you like to know?
What does the Brotherhood believe?
We believe in technology, in the triumph of the creations of the ancients over the horrors and evils of the wasteland. We believe in trust. Trust in technology. Trust in our fellow brothers. Trust in our elders. Ah, and we believe in victory. Our forces have dwindled, but still we fight on. Super Mutant, Enclave, it matters not. Surrender is not an option.
What are the members of the Brotherhood? Who are the members of the Brotherhood?
leads us. Star Paladin Cross is his seneschal. Sentinel Lions, the Elder's daughter, commands the Lion's Pride, our elite combat squad. The Paladins lead the Knights. The Knights are the core of the Brotherhood. They scour the waste to eliminate evil and recover technology. Scribe Rothschild oversees the scribes in their duties to seek knowledge and restore the technology the Brotherhood has acquired.
What about the Brotherhood's history in this area?
We first arrived in the capital wasteland in 2255. In those first couple of years, we discovered the Citadel, super mutants, and Project Purity. Ah, the Purifier. What an undertaking. The work your father and his team did was amazing. The Brotherhood helped protect them, you know, at least for a little while. But we were stretched thin as it was, even back then. We had to pull our forces out. When we did, the place was overrun. I imagine that's when your father left. I'm sorry. I wish things had turned out differently.
Come on, it's not your fault. That's all I need to know
Very
about
well.
that subject. Okay, I found a Brotherhood holodeck. What should I do with it?
You have? Oh my. This brings to light a sad affair for the Brotherhood. But perhaps it is something that you can assist us with. If you have the time, I have an offer for you.
Oh, okay, sure. I got all the time in the world.
Good. As I'm sure you've noticed, the Brotherhood operates all over the DC ruins, often detached from the main base here at the Citadel. We're short on communication equipment, so many of the groups in the field operate as independent cells, without standing orders. Sometimes, I'm afraid that their missions end in their deaths. As Keeper of the Scrolls, it's my charge to write of each fallen brother's deeds.
And without radio equipment, you can keep track of them?
Exactly. A brother fallen in the field may have no one to carry word of his death back to me. In calmer times, we could send detachments and messengers to learn their fates. But with our manpower stretched thin, we have no such luxury. Which is why I must now ask you for your help. Each brother wears a holotag like the one you found. Should you find any of the fallen brethren in the field, I ask that you return their tags to me, so that I might record their deeds in the scrolls.
What are the scrolls that you mentioned?
Scrolls are kept by the head librarian of each Brotherhood bunker. The scrolls are a record of the Brotherhood itself. Into each scroll is written the name and deeds of each of our brothers. Battles, what technology is recovered, when he was promoted, everything. The last entry for each brother is that brother's death. It is important, as the way a man dies is just as important as the manner in which he lives. And so,
Okay, I can agree with her on that.
The Brotherhood ascends into our history, to be remembered by those who come after him.
Okay, where can I find holotags?
They are on our fallen brothers throughout the DC ruins. However, I can't give you a full report on the locations of all of our operations. As I said, many of the units in the field operate independently, sometimes not reporting into the Citadel for weeks or months.
Why can't you send your own people to find all? Well, there's Scratch things, she said it.
As I told you, with the increase in super mutant activity and Elder Lion's edicts regarding our goals, we are critically short on manpower. Any soldier that I would ask to do this task is one less soldier fighting in the field or defending the Citadel. As much as I hate to involve outsiders, it is necessary if I am to properly maintain the scrolls to honor the dead.
Okay. What's my reward if I bring you these holotags?
We have access to a great deal of technology, and because of that, there are a number of things that we can continue to produce. I will be able to offer you caps for the tags you bring me, but from time to time, I will be able to give you something a bit more interesting.
Okay. I wanted to ask about the holotags.
Yes, what about them?
I have... Okay, I had a few questions about them.
It is my duty to provide knowledge that benefits the Brotherhood.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
As you wish. Just remember, more tags, more reward. I know how you outsiders think.
Well, yes, I mean, we got to survive. Okay, more holotags.
Yes. What about them?
I have found some holotags.
Have you? It saddens me to hear of my fallen brethren, but their names and deeds shall be records. Tell me, how many have you found?
Okay, let's give her 3 first.
Their names shall be written into the scrolls, to be remembered forever. As for you, here is your reward. Use it well, and in good health.
Okay, 300 bottle caps. Sure. Okay, tell me a little bit about the scribes.
Well, there are a number of orders within the scribes, each dedicated to a specific area of research.
What are the orders?
The Order of the Sword is responsible for weapons research and development. Guns, ammunition, anything of an offensive nature. Defensive research is done by the Order of the Shield. Power armor, defensive structures, anything that is intended to protect us. The Order of the Quill preserves the written knowledge of the ancients, seeking out all manner of books and holotapes.
Okay, I get it. So the orders are actually the scribes. So they're only just referred to the scribes orders. Okay. What order are you part of? You're the Order of the Quill, right?
Actually,
yeah.
I am Proctor of the Order of the Quill. I oversee the archives and library here in the Citadel. We are dedicated to preserving the history of the Brotherhood, as well as unearthing the secrets of the pre-war civilizations. We have a single field associate, Scribe Yearling. She operates out of the former Library
met
of
her.
Congress to the northeast.
Okay, that's all I needed.
Certainly.
So, any thoughts on the Enclave?
Quite a few, but most are distinctly unladylike and unworthy of discussion. I will tell you that the Brotherhood has encountered the Enclave before, and their motives were just as sinister then as they are now.
Yeah, they're kinda assholes, right? I know what you want to say, but I appreciate that you don't wanna talk unladylike. Care to share anything about the super mutants?
The Brotherhood has been battling super mutants for decades. First out west, then in Chicago, now here. But this group of super mutants is different somehow. Physically, yes, but mentally as well. If we knew where they came from, we'd know why.
Okay, I have to go now.
Go with peace and knowledge.
Okay, so I get for one holotech 100 caps, which is quite a lot actually. Pentagon Library Terminal. Oh, that's nice. Wait, shouldn't we talk with the use the Vault-Tec computer? Oh, we just need to use it. We don't need to ask her anything about that. So we get 100 caps and we get like, what is for 3? That's like 20. Oh yeah, the mathematic now, it will be a problem. 27, right? 27, it's 54, so it's 70, 81. No, it's well, it's between 27 and 28. It's a bit I get. So, okay, what's here? Take that. We don't need that. Can take that. So that's actually a lot for a holotech, but you know, there are not that much holotechs as there are other items, right? Okay, let's give her the rest of the holotechs.
I came across something interesting. The possession of knowledge does not kill the sense of wonder and mystery. There is always more mystery. Quite true, don't you think?
Of course. I mean, you never can know everything, even if you have a lot of knowledge. And if when you are how would I say that consuming knowledge or learning, you know, you always want to learn more, right? Okay, where's the the holotechs?
Yes. What about them?
I found some holotechs.
Have you? It saddens me to hear of my fallen brethren, but their names and deeds shall be records. Tell me, how many have you found?
Okay, take the 5 now.
Their names shall be written into the scrolls, to be remembered forever. As for you, here is your reward. Use it well and in good health.
Okay. What is it, 138? I think it was 100. Well, but we would get that with the well-rested perk, so... I mean, she's not giving us anything special? She said that she's gonna give us something special.
Have you?
Okay, take all the holotechs I have.
Their names shall be written into the scroll. As for you.
So, nothing special, huh? Okay.
I look forward to our next meeting.
Maybe we need... Okay, let's just reload an area. Maybe she'll give us something special. I really don't know. She said that from time to time she's gonna have. I mean, we gave her a lot. Like, how many did we give? 5, 3, and I think 10, right? 10, 11, I don't know.
Knowledge is the beginning of wisdom, not the end of it. One of my favorite quotes.
Yeah.
Its author has been lost to us. How can I help you, outsider?
Okay, I have to go now.
Go with peace and knowledge.
Okay, she didn't give me anything.
Need something, friend?
Welcome.
Okay, let's read. What's this? Pentagon Terminal. Report on UFO codename Paladin. Further investigation into the UFO codename Paladin have confirmed our suspicions. On the evening of May 2062, an alien craft of unknown make and origin did indeed breach airspace just north of Hagerstown, Maryland, and crashed into a heavily wooded non-residential area. Unfortunately, attempts to retrieve the craft proved unsuccessful. It simply could not be located, either due to some kind of advance in visibility shielding, or because the occupants managed to make repairs and vacate the crash site before our arrival. Despite our failure of recovery, the significance of this event cannot be denied. We are not alone. Yeah, well, that's obvious, you know, if you take into consideration the size of the space. Project Brainstorm Report. Brainstorm Military Cultural Center 2076 Progress Report. Our flagship project, the Induced Patriotism Initiative, has met with a resounding success. Our agents have successfully included covert and overt messages of extreme patriotism and loyalty into popular media, ranging from big screen to the Sunday funnies. Increased military enrollment amongst target demographics serves the underline this success. Okay, what's their flag? Brainstorm Military Control Center. Okay, this is the flagship. So what does it do? Oh, it enrolls new people into military and... okay. Agent Webb has been particularly effective at influencing the music industry, and he has interesting proposals for the fields of organized sports and even such notoriously difficult markets as comic books and toys. A success in these areas would ensure early education with our message, and thus ensure a more dedicated and devoted nation for us all. Mission Cloacina Report? Codename Cloacina Development Report. Development of the mutant undermining life form continues apace, and our chief bioengineers are certain that they will be able to perfect these living weapons in time for deployment into Red China. Oh, so that's why the original first Maxon rebelled. It was codenamed Cloacina. Once covertly released into an enemy's environment, their aggressive qualities, dangerous hunger, and pervasive breeding should severely undermine the infrastructure of the location in short order, softening a target for ground invasion. At this point, the genetic kill switch can be activated, allowing for easy reclamation, not including a significant one-time cleanup effort. I mean, aren't bioweapons banned by the Geneva Convention? I think it's by the Geneva Convention, right? No bioweapons. Current null development primarily uses genetic stock of rodents, particularly the common sewer rat, and progress has been significant. PEV testing had been rejected, however, as the results are sterile. Yes, because all the mutants are sterile, so that's the problem that they have. They always need to, you know, find more meat so they can turn them into...
is at your service.
So they can turn them into the new mutants, right? To sustain their aggressive behavior, right? Because they're dying like flies. We shot like 100 of them already. DC area Vault listing. Okay, Vault 76. Equipment issuances number 76. Construction date 26/5. Yeah. 500. Duration 240 months. Control system brain power 4. Primary power supply light life geothermal. Secondary power supply general atomics nuclear power. Non-standard equipment none. Okay. Personal assignments. Vault 76 goal is one of our 17 control vaults. It will operate exactly according to the plan dictated in the marketing material product by Vault Tech and precisely to resident expectation. This vault will open automatically after a period of 20 years, and residents will be pushed back into the open world for study in comparison to other experiments. Okay. Project goals. Access restricted. Really? That's kind of sus, right? Okay. Vault 87. Equipment issuances. Okay. December 27. Total number of occupants redacted. Duration redacted. Cyberbrain is the control system, General Atomics nuclear power, where's the Corpus fusion power, non-standard equipment. Oh, so the GEC is there in Vault 87. Okay. Okay. Unexpected end of file, data corruption detected. Okay, personal assignments. What? File corrupted, please reinstall operating system software. No. File corruption detected, please reinstall operating system. Man. Okay. Project goals, access restricted. Yeah, great. Vault 92, equipment issuances, vault number 92, occupants 245, 100 years. Non-standard equipment, sound equipment, musical instruments, and recording equipment. Project goals, access restricted. Great. We will investigate all this vault in the wasteland just so you know. Okay, vault on 101, that's our equipment. Null, great. Nothing. Oh, no, not that. Personal assignments, nothing. Project goals, access restricted, great. Vault 106, equipment issuances. And total number of occupants, 95 subjects, 12 researchers, 147 months, think machine, rock solid brand, geothermal, General Atomics nuclear power. Okay, personal assignments. Overseer Dr. Albert Laris, additional personnel, archivist. Archivist's note. This information has been redacted at the request of Dr. Albert Laris of the Psychological Research Department and the Chief Overseer of the Vault 106 project. All inquiries into the goals and research methods of Vault 106 are to be directed through his office. Okay, project goals. This information has been redacted at the request of Dr. Albert Laris, blah blah blah, all increase. Okay, so we need to investigate this vault or other vaults to get this their project goals probably. Okay, Vault 108. Equipment issuances. Oh, there's 400 of them. And the largest was the first one with 500, right? Just 38 years. Okay, okay. I mean, well, the other even had a smaller number, shorter. That is. Primary power supply, secondary power supply, steam whistle. German note from enemy. We are aware that the steam whistle is only sufficient to power this project partially. Please, do not file any further reports on this issue. Okay, non-standard equipment, defensive weaponry, triple normal issue. Note, do not stock with standard entertainment. Okay, personal assignment. Overseer Brody Jones, Chief of Staff Zachary K. Jameson, Chief of Security Jarek Maddox, Moral Officer Nathan Aury. A research note, all standard positions have been intentionally left unfilled and will be assigned to the overseer according to the Vault 108 protocols. According to the pre-assignment medical test, Mr. Jones has a genetic disposition for a rare terminal strain of cancer which should ideally cause him to expire within 40 months of the project inception. These two events should combine to allow a proper catalyst that allow this project to continue span. Oh, so they have issued weapons to them, and this overseer will die. So there will be like a battle there for power, right? Project goals. Yeah, well, it's kinda obvious. What's now? We were 108, right? Okay, now we are at 112. Equipment issuances. 85 occupants. Total duration indefinitely. Non-standard equipment 12, 147 robots, caretaker variation, 85 stasis pods. Oh, that's from the Stanislas Brown, right? 112, right? I remembered. Dr. Stanislas Brown, yeah. Due to the nature of the project of Vault 112 and the highly automated system design to support it, the Vault requires only a single administrator. Project goals, access restricted, obviously, but we know what were their goals. I mean, this Vault tech, I mean... The majority of their walls were just a project to test humanity in controlled environment. Okay, Walltech personal assignments. Okay, order requisition forms. Corruption, corruption, file corruption. Great. Okay, let's go. Night Artemis.
What aid can I offer you, outsider?
You must see a lot of things. What's been going on?
What's been going on? Well, let's see. For years, we've been draining our resources defending the ungrateful residents of this no man's land. Most of my best friends have either been ripped apart by super mutants or left to join the outcasts. And now an enemy we faced more than 30 years ago has resurfaced, and their tech is still better than ours. What's been going on with you?
Kind of cynical, right? Outcasts. Who are they?
I really don't want to go into it. Go bug Scribe Bowditch. He could talk a dog off a meat truck.
Okay, I have a few questions about the Citadel.
What do you need to find?
You have a medic?
You could say that. We have an old robo-doc. He's a bit creepy, but he does the job. He's here in B-Ring.
I need some supplies. Who would I see about that?
Well, any one of us would see Knight Captain Durga down in the lab, but since you're an outsider, you'll need permission from Elder Lyons.
Okay, that's all I needed.
Certainly.
I have... So any thoughts on the Enclave?
As if we didn't have enough to worry about. Their weapons are better. Their power armor is better. Is their training better? We'll see.
Did you share anything about the super mutants?
You know how many uglies I've killed?
How many?
More than all of Lion's Pride combined. That's how many. All it takes is a loaded weapon and the will to use it. Oh, and a good way to get ugly blood out of your armor. Little bit of Abraxo and some water. Works like a charm.
Well, thank you for that.
Steel be with you.
Okay, what's his specialization? Like assault rifles or something? Oh, filling cabinets. Let's see what do we have here. Nice sniper bullet. Okay, what do we have here? Sledgehammer, take it, sure. Power fist, nice. Okay, now we're talking. Finally, some weapons. Citadel information terminal is the same as... Yeah, this one is generic one. Okay. Let's see here. See these foot lockers. Again, the power fist. One more. Stealth boy, nice. Man, they have a lot of power fists. Okay, this one is also... Wait, what's this? Square maximum Bailey access. Okay, Square maximum is not to be given unsupervised access to the Bailey while live fire practice is in effect. Okay. Okay, Lion's Pride recruiting. No, actually, we didn't read that. Due to the tragic death of Paladin Redding, Lion's Pride have now one opening, effective immediately. If you can shot an ugly from 150 yards blindfolded, don't waste my time, send the Lions. Okay, GNR soldier rotation. Due to the increased super mutant activity in the vicinity of GNR and the importance of that outpost, all Knights and Paladins can expect to be added to the patrol rotation in that area. See your squad leaders for more information. Okay. Okay. Hey, Sawbones.
Please state the nature of the medical emergency.
Initiate triage protocol.
Medical procedures initiated. Administering treat. Error.
Someone has damage. Great. What did you damage? You're supposed to be a healing robot.
There has been an error in the medical subsystem. Please run a level 2 diagnostic.
Okay, run a level 2 diagnostic on the medical subsystems.
Command accepted. Beginning stand by. Diagnostic complete. Results indicate a level 7 degradation in neural pathway 0x63A82. No further information available.
What is that pathway responsible for?
Neural pathway 0x63A82 governs the motor control interface, bridging the main medical software and the unit's manipulator arms. The current damage level would cause erratic behavior, potentially forcing the unit to behave outside of design parameters.
Say, could you reprogram you to kill people?
Negative. The Mr. Gutsy field medic model is incapable of harming human beings through intentional action.
Close neural pathway that and rewrote remaining functions.
Neural pathway 0x3A82 rerouted through neural pathway 0x374E82. Stand by. Full motor functions restored. Diagnostic reveals no critical failures. Asshole.
Okay, initiate triage protocol.
Medical procedures initiated. Administering treatment. Please stand still. Medical procedure complete. Further instructions?
Okay, yes.
Acknowledged.
Okay, I have to go now.
Unit deactivating. This troop is hitting the rack.
Man, thank you, man. Thanks so much. And we fixed him. Medical storage, very hard. Oh man, we can. Digital medical terminal. Okay, what should we do first? Probably. Okay, let's try the terminal. Let's try auto. Impossible. Let's use the bypass model. No, wait. Bypass model was damaged. Great. Well, okay. Well, that happens. Hey, Sabons. You dumb son of a bitch. This is Glade. I hacked your terminal again. Now change your password before I delete all your stupid robot poetry. Casualty report. Paladin Blanchett, honorable death in combat, Paladin Redin, honorable death in combat, Paladin Stein, missing in action, presumed dead, honorable death in combat, Paladin Savagachi, honorable death in combat, Knight Castlery, honorable death in combat, Knight Arthur, suicide, Knight Lanelli, honorable death in combat, Knight Connor, honorable death in combat, Knight Patricos, missing in action, presumed dead, okay, Initiate Verona, missing in action, presumed dead, Initiate Ruo, honorable death in combat, Initiate Quantina, missing in action. I mean, just listing them, nothing special. Initiate Loring, training accident, investigation pending. Okay, honorable death in combat. Noson, Pendleton, appendectomy. Rotary saw was effective, but suturing incision proved ineffective. High intensity heat cauterization proved successful. Operating outcome success. Patient pain, discomfort level irrelevant. Probability of future procedure 100%. Okay, hovering contemplatively a poem. Brotherhood of Steel blood is red. Ionic medical pulse beams are blue. Steel is better than flesh. And artificial intelligence subprocessor too. Okay, that's actually okay. Medical storage lock override. No. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it like this. Okay, let's like auto. What? Jammed? No. Lockpick failed. Lockpick failed. Come on. Yes. Haha. Take it all. Okay, what do we have here? Finance CALIBR, great. Power fist, man, they do like their power fists. Well, I guess they're for the shock troops. Oh, come on, just take it. Why didn't you take the bottle cap? Thank you. Is this the same as other personal terminals? Okay, yes, it is. Okay, what's here? turpentine here. Oh no, we need to hide. We need to hide. Okay. Who's here? Oh, Squire Maxon. Unlock automatic? Really? That's hacked. Hi Squire Maxon, how's the best kid in the Citadel doing today? Diary entry number 1. Stupid scribe Robert and his stupid lab. All I wanted to do was to talk to the robot and see if he'd be my friend. So what if he can't walk? Then diary entry number 2. Yesterday, Sarah taught me how to kill a man by stabbing him in the kidneys. I think I'm in love. Yeah, that's Sarah. That's how Sarah has effect on people, right? Story, the Guardians of the Gillifront. Whatever shall we do, Mr. Wallingswood? Molly asked. Mother will be home shortly, and I've yet to clean my room. Heavens me, don't fret, Molly Golly. We'll enlist a little help, that's all. Mr. Wallingswood then waddled his little teddy bear body into the center of the room and called out, in a voice both sweet and strong, to this lying dormant on the shelves, in a toy box under the bed. Come now, you lot. Molly Godsley needs our help. And as we are her guardians, that means we all get cracking. Come on now, shake off these dust bunnies and hop to... I think that we read this somewhere, right? Then there rose a rustle and rumble from all corners of the room, as rocking horse and railway car, bookend and baby doll, toy and game alike, all blossom into the impossible life. Mr. Wallingsworth, but I never knew. I thought it was just you. Oh, this is just wonderful, Molly exclaimed. Wonderful, bah. I was having one nice nap and a nice dream. And now you've gone and woken me up. And for what? Manual labor? That wasn't in the job description, Wallingsworth. The small squeaky voice of dissent belonged to one of Mosey Maguire, Molly's favorite stuffed animal, and one of the few companions granted the right to sleep on her bed. Oh, Mosey, you're alive? Molly ran to her bed and embraced the nonplussed plushie, squishing his body in a nearly stuffing, bursting bear hug. Alright, enough. You're crushing me. Molly released her, held, and dropped Mosey back on the bed, feeling at once excited and immensely disappointed that her favorite stuffed toy had just come to life and seemed to be to be a complete cretin. Now you listen here, Maguire, Wallingsworth said. Being guardians of dear Missy Molly Golly means we protect her any way we can, even if that means unclogging the potty, or taking out the trash, or yes, tidying up her room. And when the crawly creeps come, and they will come, you will get to do what was in your job description. You mark my words. Okay, poem Song of Lightman. Tweedle dumpling, tweedle dare, curse the younglings if you care. For there is youth and joy and power, 5 men one in the lightsman tower. And when they come, these fives of sun, the lightsman's progeny have won. So sound the trumpets clear and loud and think beyond the eastern shroud. Okay, Guns and Bullets. Vargas doesn't know I've been reading his copy of Guns and Bullets, and I should probably keep it that way. I mean, it's right there, under his bunk in the den. Under his bunk in the den. Okay, Guns and Bullets is there. I need the Guns and Bullets. Because I thought it was... I know there's a book here that the kid reads. I actually remember that, but I don't know where is it. Probably I don't remember where is it because I never found it.
Hail to you, stranger. I am Squire Maxon, loyal servant of Steel. It is an honor to make your acquaintance.
The honor is all mine, Squire.
Oh, well, thank you. Your words are very kind. Kinder than those I usually hear. Is there something I can help you with?
What do you make of the Enclave, Squire?
You're asking me what I think about the Enclave? Well, the Brotherhood of Steel has actually faced the Enclave before. Back west. More than 30 years ago, according to our chronicles. Judging from those records, I'd say their soldiers are outfitted in advanced power armor Mark II. It's pretty strong. Better than our power armor. And some of their technology is amazing. Vertibirds, plasma weapons that can turn a man to goo. Does that help?
I don't suppose you know anything about the super mutants.
Oh yes. I've studied them quite a bit since I've been here. They're not all the same, you know. Besides the regular ones. There are also brutes. and after them, the Masters. They're really tough. But the worst of all? The Behemoth! He's a giant! I saw one once, outside the Citadel walls. So scary. The super mutants are all over the city ruins. But Elder Lions doesn't actually think they're from there, or we would have found their home by now. It kind of seems like they're looking for something, but we're not really sure what that is.
Okay, didn't actually make you fight, do they?
No. But I could.
He sounds disappointed.
No, I'm ready. I mean, it would be scary, but it's not fair that I have to sit inside while the knights go on patrol. I did go out one
You're
time,
a little too young, come on.
Sarah, Sentinel Lions took me out, just to show me. I killed a super mutant too, I swear. I also sort of shot Sarah, but just a little. It was just a flesh wound.
Aren't you a little young for all this?
Oh, well, you see, I am descended from the great Roger Maxon, founder of our order. I am the last of his line. They say my soul was forged from eternal steel, but I don't believe that. I'm really just a normal boy.
That's true.
I was sent to the Citadel many years ago to be fostered by Elder Lions. But that was before the Western Elders lost faith in the Elder. I really don't know if I'll ever get home, but, well, I kind of like it here. Sentinel Lions has been very kind to me. She's taught me so much.
Okay, I have to go now.
Very well.
I guess a nice kid, actually.
Long live Elder Lions.
Hey, is Elder Lions here? He just give me a permission. What do we have here? This is his room. I think here, no, empty, okay. Okay, he's here, great. Flash key, let's take it. Good place to hide a key. This obviously goes to some kind of well-hidden stash. Perhaps I should destroy anything that looks out of place in here? What? Okay. This terminal is very hard. Again, we need to cheese it. Clipboard, sure, no, sure. It looks out of hand here. I mean, isn't his stash? Wait. Just save. Can we open it? No. Okay, let's auto pick lock. Yep. Battle caps, Elder Lions personal log number 2, entry cell, smugglers end. Yep, that's a unique pistol. Wait, what should I destroy here? It's kind of weird. So what does look out of place? Well, actually, that picture looks out of place. Because it's the only one. I don't know, man. Oh. Yeah, we have first one. Okay, we'll actually listen to that in the next episode.
Ah, it's good to see you
again. Hey, man. I like permission to trade.
This is not normally something that we do. Trade with outsiders.
Yeah, but I'm kind of special, you know.
Problematic in the past. However, considering the circumstances, so be it. I'll send word to Durga that you have full access to trade.
Okay, I have to go now, man.
Hail.
Okay. I mean, this also don't touch. This is what is out of place, right? No. Oh wait, let's try destroying it. Well, it probably says don't touch me because of the kid, you know, the Maxim, right? That's strange. I need to check up on this hidden stash. Okay, what's here? Okay, we have what do we have here? Where's the guns and bullets, man? Personal terminal. Anything it's here? No. Is it in this room? I mean, I want that guns for bullets. I really want it. What's here? Okay. 10mm rounds. Just whiskey. Actually, combat armor Mark II heavy. Really? We found it here? Is there anything here? Guns and bullets here? No, no, no. What's here? Okay. Oh, scrap metal. Take it. Well, it said that it is in the den, right? So then it's not here, or? Somewhere here, let's see. Maybe somewhere in the den, but there are no bunks in the den, right? Then it's just like their area where they gather up for, you know, discussing strategy, right? Well, we're gonna find it. We're gonna find it. Okay, I think we oh, that was nothing. Okay, I think we kind of explored everything that we needed to in the Citadel. We still need to go and talk with Durga for the, you know, for the trading, because she's a new trader that we can sell our equipment to. Let's just, I just need to deactivate my camouflage. Thank you, thank you. So this episode was very long, but I kind of wanted to complete the whole of the Citadel in one episode, you know. And can we talk with Laz? I mean, they're recruiting, right? No, man, come on.
Stay strong.
Come on.
Hey.
Recruit me. Oh, a holotech. I didn't see that. Oh, can I take it? Oh, here is it. Gun and bullets. Found it. Found it. Haha. Why is that? Why am I detected? Oh, I need to. Yeah. Now I won't be. Okay.
So what's the latest report?
There's been another. I heard Elder Lyons talking to Rothschild, and the Evergreen like even he's
nice. Okay, let's finish this episode. So, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.